Hi. Hi, I'm Walter Koenig and I play Admiral Chekhov on Star Trek Renegades.
Walter, can you tell me how did you get involved with Star Trek Renegades?
Well, Sky Conway is an old friend. We go back now about 25 years. And he's a co-writer and a co-producer, I think, on this project. And we did Gods and Men together, which was a Star Trek low-budget film that was released again on the internet. That was relatively successful. We had a good time. We had some very nice performances. The script was cohesive and tight, and in general, you know, maybe we could have had better CGI, but that means, you know, a great deal more money, which incidentally these folks are still looking for. So if anybody out there would like to help support this project, this very worthy project, this holy project, this deeply religious project. No, just if you're interested in getting involved, I'm sure there are many ways, and you check back with this group, you'll learn what they are. I had a good time doing Of Gods and Men. I got to play Chekhov in a very different way. I perhaps would have turned it down had it just been the same old thing. But this was a Chekhov with sort of two personalities, and the personality which we have never been exposed to on the series or in the movies was a very passionate, emotional, and vengeful character. He's carrying around a lot of pain, and you know, I never got to do that. You know, my lines were kept in there's something out there. You know, that was about the extent of it. I got to emote, and it was fun. So he said, you know, do this one for me. I said, huh, what? And okay, and I suddenly found myself aboard.
What can you tell me about your character? From everything Tim Russ has told me about the idea behind Renegades, is this is taking place a few years after, like I think about 10 or 11 years after Star Trek Voyager wrapped, and much has changed. All of the characters are very different than what viewers might be used to. Can you give me some insight into how your character has changed?
Well, I think he possesses a great deal more authority. He is one of the leaders in this film. So he's giving commands and orders, and aside from that, I haven't really investigated it enough to know what else I can do with it, where I can dimensionalize it and make it a little bit more heartfelt and a little bit more introspective. You know, I'm always looking for introspection because that's sort of the key to character and personality. I don't know if it is. I just made that up. That's the way. Yeah.
It sounded very convincing. I really thought you were onto something.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see. You know, I'll read it over several more times. We'll have a table read, I'm sure, and do some rehearsing, and hopefully I'll have some insight and be able to come up with something that is exciting and entertaining and is satisfying for me. I was taken back by all the fighting.
Okay.
And now I understand that most of that fighting has been eliminated from the screenplay.
Do you mean like gunfights, ship fights, interpersonal fights?
Interpersonal fights.
Okay.
A lot of martial arts kind of stuff. That's what I envision. And I think we've seen that, you know, been there, done that. So what I'm looking for the aspects of the script that are truly individual to this story, that are not simply a rehash or another way of saying something we've said before. I think there's a great deal of danger and jeopardy to the Federation, and that can be played to good effect, I think. So I'm looking for tension. I'm looking for a sense that it's to resolve the story is not going to be easy. That, you know, Herculean efforts will be made to protect what we have. And I'm looking forward to some, you know, brilliant performances. There are good actors aboard. I don't know them all, but I certainly know some. And I'm very pleased to be counted in their number.